Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and welcome back to 30 Days of Sketches Round 7 with Christy's Beautiful Life. It is day 29. I cannot believe it. Okay, so today's sketch is from Rochelle Spears, and it was picked by Susan L., I believe. So hopefully I am saying that name right. So this is a super fun sketch, and so I decided to go with my Heart of Home collection from Jen Hadfield. And there's a couple of other things I think thrown in there, but it's all Jen Hadfield, the whole thing. So I am going to start with that house background paper, and then which is not the side I thought I would have used. The other side has a beautiful black and white floral. Didn't use it, and I'll tell you why. So sometimes the paper just works out perfect for a different layout. So I am doing 2 photos, and these photos are from our shop. So this was our first shop. So we own a flooring company, and when we decided to start the flooring company, our insurance company has this like octagon building. It's probably 1,200 square feet, and it's like split in half. So he has one side, and so there's like a half octagon of like 600 square feet with a little office. And he rented it to us for a good price, so we could start out, and there was like no contract, and he's just the nicest guy. He's like, I just want to help you out, get you going, that type of thing. So that is going to come into play in the journaling and in some of the embellishments. So I grabbed that beautiful floral paper and I tore it on 2 sides, just kind of like it is in the sketch. And then I took some shimmers in Colder Than Ice and just did a little bit around that border to kind of give it like a little bit of a haziness, and bring in some of the blue that is in the photo. So in the sketch, there are 2 banners, and I am going to do both banners. So these are little scraps of paper that I have from the collection, and I am going to put them pretty close to where they are in the sketch. And then I am going to work on backing my photos. So these photos were printed with a white border already. So it already has that. And then I have a little bit of that blue paper, but I don't have enough to mat either of the photos. So what I'm going to do is basically mat opposite corners of the photos. So, and I'm going to stack my photos versus having them one on top of the other, because in the sketch, there's a landscape photo as well as a portrait photo, and I have 2 landscape photos. So I did have to change that up a little bit, which totally works for me. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere those down, because this is before I was thinking, oh, I should put some of this blue in there. And then there's the blue. I was like, okay, I got these 2 little pieces. I'm going to stick them in there. So like I said, I'm going to put one up in this corner, and then I'm going to put one down in the bottom. And you can see I ripped the paper underneath a little bit, but it's not really a big deal because I'm just going to add more adhesive and nobody's going to see that torn piece anyway. So I did have to trim it down just a smidge. I don't know why. I think because I didn't want it to overlap on the top, but I end up putting embellishment clusters there, so it doesn't even matter. Like, you can't even see it. So trim off the extra little bit of my banner here. And I think I need a new blade in my trimmer. It's not cutting fabulous, but that's okay. So I'm going to go through some embellishments. So I have this piece. So I like that, but this one works better. So this is like an embroidery hoop. It says thank you, which, like I said, that's going to kind of be more about how my journaling is, that we were thankful that we had this opportunity with such wonderful friends. So I'm going to make 3 embellishment clusters. I am going to do one on the left upper hand corner where that butterfly is. And then I'm going to do one where the 2 photos meet on the right, where your title would go. And I am going to use that piece as my title that says thank you. So my title does go there, as well as an embellishment cluster. And then I'm going to do another one down in the left lower hand corner where I have those tags. So these tags say a few things that I wouldn't necessarily use. So the only one I'm going to use says hello. And I'm just going to use the others as color, which works out perfect. I think that this collection definitely lends itself to be a great card making kit, like the sentiments and embellishments and everything. They would be just perfect for cards. And I don't make a ton of cards. I do make some cards. I pretty much make cards every I don't know that I buy cards. So, but I kind of make them as I go. Like for Valentine's Day per se. So like, oh, I need a Valentine's Day card. Let's just go whip one together. Or I have a birthday coming up and we're running to a birthday party, and I'll look. Sometimes I have a couple pre-done, but most of the time I don't. So I will just whip something together with some scraps that I have going on. So now I'm going to start adhering things. I do find 3 butterflies, and I'm going to put those in each of the clusters. Now, when I do butterflies, I do try to put foam on one side of the wings, and then on the other side, I adhere it down so it gives it a little more dimension. So a little bit like a little bit of movement. And so from the stickers, I'm going to pull a couple of florals and just kind of layer those around. It's kind of a floral heavy layout about flooring and friends, flooring and friends. So I am definitely going through everything I have made in this little kit to see what all I want to use. And I'm trying to think that if I have used this kit previously this month, I think I might have used bits and pieces of it. I can't even remember now. So I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. So while I'm looking, make sure you head down below and check out the description box. There will be a list of everybody that I know is playing along today. So make sure you check out and see what they are doing with this sketch and give them some love. We have some on YouTube as well as Instagram. So you'll be able to check out and get inspiration from both of those. There is also a Facebook group, so you can check that out and post your take on that. I'm just going to add a couple more florals. These ones are a chipboard, one to cover my tag hole there, and then a little arrow, and then off screen I am going to add my sequin trails from my butterflies. So there they are, because they had to be there. And I think it's a really old sequin mix ballet or something like that. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. I hope you are enjoying this month. I can't believe it's almost over. So remember to wear your crown, and we'll see you tomorrow for the final sketch. Bye.